there, and welcome to another edition of Rules Unveiled. This time we're going to have a look at Series 9 Grand Final. Another Grand Final this time. I hope you enjoy. Concussion was the only newcomer in this Grand Final. This Grand Final was the first since Series 4 to feature both the previous Series champion and runners-up finisher. If Pulsar had received the wild card, it would have been the first Grand Final to feature 6 robots that went through the head-to-heads undefeated. The Series 9 Grand Final battle between Eruption and Carbide marked the first time where the final was decided by a knockout victory since Chaos 2's victory over Hypnodisc in Series 3. Including Carbide's defeat of Apollo in the heats, Carbide became the only robot ever to defeat all UK finalists from its championship year, scoring knockout wins on all 5 at some point. As with the previous 5 episodes, this episode features robots that previously fought each other, in this case Apollo and Eruption, as well as Team Shock facing Carbide and Apollo. The shot of Aftershock's armor embedded in the arena sidewall was spoilt on social media by Dara O'Brien before the series aired. This is the most successful run from Team Mouse. Ironically, their previous best performance was in the Robotic Soccer Final, with Velociraptor in their debut series. Carbide scored an unbeaten record of 10 victories in a single series in this series. Both Team Carbide and Team Mouse made their UK Championship debut in Series 4 with Tiberius and Velociraptor, and both made it up to the top 3 of this series, while also being bar spinners. Their positioning is also odd numbers. In August 2017, Carbide was inducted into the Robot Combat Hall of Fame due to its successful runs in Series 8 and 9. By virtue of its Series 9 wildcard, Apollo also fought both of the other Reboot UK champions on 2 consecutive matches, Carbide in Heat E Final and Eruption here in the Grand Final. Apollo is the only previous UK champion to be brought into the Grand Final through a wildcard system instead of winning. This is the first Grand Final where there is no judges' decisions. And that is it for today. The Series 9 Grand Final. Series 9, in my opinion, is the single worst UK series. It has almost very few beneficial factors to it, other than maybe slight improvements to lighting and camera work, but that's about it. So when you really look down to it, Series 9 was not a great series. The format was still the same, and it was, quite obviously not working out throughout the entirety of this series. There was a lot of robots which just didn't really look that great or weren't that great in general. It was just a spinner hell, and you'd think, oh wow, a load of spinners everywhere, would make it great, and it isn't. And this Grand Final is sort of the epitome of that. You have all these spinners, and yet really there's only one that does any work. Eruption obviously is the silver darling there, being the only flipper here. And obviously it's quite nice to see that there is a KO here, so that it's not been seen since Series 3. But arguably Series 3 was much more exciting than this. I just don't get this series at all. This Grand Final isn't very entertaining. It's probably one of the weakest Grand Finals. Once you've seen one battle, you immediately know what every other battle is going to be like. The best fight, however, is the Aftershock versus Eruption fight. That one is good because you have 2 robots battling it out, sort of scrapping at each other. It is a bloodbath, but it's also a bloodbath where, Eruption kicks ass. Aftershock, is trying its best after being devastated beforehand. And, that one is entertaining, but, it doesn't help the fact that there's everything else which kind of sucks. Seeing Team Mouse do really well coming third is absolutely amazing. I love Team Mouse, I love their robots. It's a shame they never really turned in Series 10, although I have had private chats and there's some interesting information about that. But yeah, overall, Series 9 Grand Final, not the best. Series 9 in general is not the best. I'm not really looking forward to doing any episode from Series 9 if I'm perfectly honest, but hey ho. So let's have a look at what we get next time. Will it be another Grand Final? So next time around we got the Forces Special. It's not really the best step up in quality, is it? In fact, it's a step down in quality. Massive step down. Forces Special, not the best episode ever. Quite a pointless episode, all things considered, but we'll get there when we get there. And I'll see you next time.